morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from all corners of the globe. I am your host, Michael Swigert, here on the New Human Project podcast. In this episode, we will be discussing life and entrepreneurship in Peru with Hugo Bonett. Hugo is a Peruvian travel operations manager for tourism in Peru. Stay tuned for an exciting interview here on the New Human Project podcast. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you are Peruvian and Spanish, like Spain Spanish. So that seems kind of like a unique childhood. What was your upbringing like?
About my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I am Peruvian, yes, and speak Spanish. Yes, yes. So you asked Michael. So what about my childhood? I think so. The trick, because when I was a child, uh, every year we used to travel with my father, traveling to Cusco until Lima, crossing Puno, Arequipa, Ica, so all that cities. And also when I was a child, I grew up in a small town, Urubamba and Cusco. Urubamba is located just 1 hour from here. And I used to walk and walk, sometimes 3 or 4 hours, 3 4 hours. So I didn't feel fear, even walking in the afternoon. So it's maybe my you know I don't have fear walking, traveling, even when I was a child.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you were always adventurous even as a child.
exactly, exactly. So I have a good experience. I had one of my best friends. The name is Jose Carlos, and when we used to play in the afternoon, we we track our bicycles with a grade next to the trail rail road. We were laughing maybe all afternoon. It was
Hmm.
very funny. We pushed our bicycle to the motorcycle hill, and then so the time arrived, we need to go downhill. It was a good experience, like a experience like yesterday. Yeah, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
part of my
You
life that is effect right now.
I see. Yeah. So you had a lot of good childhood experiences and you remember like it was yesterday and you remember one of the memories that you have was riding your bikes down the mountains, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, because the Urubamba Valley is very mountainous. Cusco sits very high, but Urubamba is this mountainous valley, and I mean, I went on a trip there, so I quite remember that.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I used to remember when I was walking next to the railroad. Well, one time ago,
Mhm.
the agricultural people are returning to their houses with bulls and with dogs.
Yeah,
And so we were, me and Jose Carlos, scared, but all time laughing, pushing our bicycle, carrying grade. Um, and it was scary because to us to see a big bull in a narrow road barking as dogs, and seeing a bull, it was a scare and a explore and experience for us.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So very interesting experiences in the Urubamba
exactly,
Valley.
exactly. Maybe in that time, in my personality, grows that um, like it grows like our interest to see a new things, see a new places,
Yeah.
even if I am scared,
Mhm.
because I like to be all time scared, all time unexpected things.
Yeah. You enjoy the unexpected things and you like to try new things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I grew up like that. When I used to come here to Cusco, yeah, it's like a more big city and you have everything ready.
Mhm.
There's nothing about unexpected or I recognize everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
I see. Now, you grew up in both the Urubamba Valley and in Cusco, or you visited Cusco and Lima, and you grew up in Urubamba?
I grew up Urubamba until I have uh, 12 years old. Yeah,
I see.
11, 12 years old. But all the weekends we used to ride to our car coming to Urubamba to Cusco because usually my father was working in Urubamba and in Cusco.
I see. So where are your parents from? Are they both from Peru?
Yes, my parents are from Peru, but my grandparents are not.
I see.
Yeah, my grandparents from my mother's line are from France,
Oh, okay.
and from my father are from Spain.
I see. So you are actually Spanish, as in Spain, Spain Spanish,
Yeah,
French, and technically Peruvian as well.
exactly,
I see.
exactly.
Very
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. It was like a long time ago. My grandparents immigrate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very interesting. Do you speak French or do you only speak Spanish and English?
I want to, I want to speak French, but no, I don't speak French. I want to, I want to.
I see. Do you have any sort of other citizenship or are you only a Peruvian citizen?
Uh, Only a Peruvian citizen.
Gotcha. I see. So I'm curious, do you have a university education?
Yes, I have a technical education in a hotel business management and also business administration in the university.
I see. And to clarify, a lot of these experiences that you had as a kid was what got you interested in getting involved with the travel industry, correct? So your interest in wanting to explore new things.
We can say it. We can say it. Yes, we can say yes, Michael. Uh, we can say yes. Part,
I see.
part of that.
Part of it,
Yes,
yeah.
we can say yes, yes.
What else motivated you to get involved in the travel industry? Do you have any early career experiences that may have
Yes.
shaped that?
Well, while I was working in a hotel here in Cusco, I saved my money already because when I used to study in Lima, I, it was not a mistake. I was also finished my studies,
Mhm.
and I saw in that time the economic in Peru it was not too good, and I found a job outside
Yeah.
in a cruise line ship. I saved money. I
Mhm.
coming back here. I finished hotel business. I start to work in the hotel, and that in the third year or the fourth year, I said, what should I do with my money? Because I was working during whole morning and I was thinking to invest my saving money.
Yeah.
So that's why I saving start to agency and also transportation business.
Yeah. I see. And now currently you own your own business, correct?
Yes,
I see. And you work as a basically as a travel agent for Peru.
yes.
Yeah. So expanding on that idea, what does your current business do and how? Well, we'll start there.
So uh, we used to sell travel tours, travel package tours,
Hmm.
right? And we organize all the package to travel, especially Lima City, Paracas, Ica, Arequipa City, Puno, and the specialists in Cusco and Machu Picchu.
Yeah,
So
especially.
we organize together with the client, and we parallel we manage the transportation.
I see. Yeah. So you kind of work with the client from start to finish as far as not only transportation or sorry, not only the tours and the trips themselves, but also with the transportation and organizing that.
Exactly.
I see. So I assume that for the type of business that you do, you have to have a lot of connections, not only with the tour guides and maybe some of the touring companies, but also people who run transportation in Cusco, Lima, and the other cities, so on
Correct.
and so forth.
Correct. We can tell them our partnership, and that our partnership are they must to work in our standard,
Yeah.
take care of the standard of the quality of service.
Yeah, of course. I see. So that is something that probably took a lot of time for you to build up, were these connections not only with the tour guide agencies, but also the transportation side of things as well.
Exactly. While I was working in the hotel here in Cusco,
Mhm.
I starting to know which agency, which kind of people, and starting to learn
Yeah.
everything about that.
So I know that you said that you were working when the economy wasn't that great and you were trying to save up your money, but how did you actually go about starting your own business?
Um, yeah. So I was working in the morning, and in the afternoon I was free. But I check, I study, I analyze the market, the tourist industry, and it was working not 24 hours, but 16 hours, because it's starting 5 in the morning and sometimes finish 10 in the night. So I said, if I cannot do my own business during the morning, what should I start? Because in the afternoon I'm going to the university. So I found a driver. I already bought a car, and he started working at 7 in the morning until 6 or 5 in the afternoon. As soon he finished in the afternoon, I coming back to the garage and I prepare the car for the next day.
I see. So you already had some people working for you, so that way you could do your normal work during the day, but you also had people who were, doing the driving and things like that for you.
Exactly.
I see.
Because as soon you start, for example, a Sacred Valley tour, you start our 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 sorry our company is starting at 7 in the morning and it's finished 6 7 in the night. So
Yeah.
I have almost all the afternoon to study, and in the morning also to work. And just when I finish the university at 9 or 10 in the night, so I starting to see the maintenance, to prepare the car for the next day.
I see. Oh, so you were living a pretty busy life, and this was when you were in university, so you've been doing this for a long time.
Exactly, Michael. You know, I remember when I was finished my work in the hotel, I was taking a taxi to my home,
Mhm.
and it wasn't have a time to change my clothes. And sometimes I was running through the taxi drivers, taking again the taxi, going to the university, and sometimes I lost classes. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes I lost classes. But it was part of my, yeah. So 5 6 years old running, I starting to do. I improve all time my movements and my times, and also improving the movements and time from the transportation and the agency, because there were some tricks that I didn't know that right now I figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've had a long time to really understand the industry, understand the type of business and the logistics. And you started when you were studying at university.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the trick. As soon you are into the industry, you you learn things that even in the university didn't learn it.
Yeah. You learn things that you weren't taught in school.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So how many years have you been a, I guess, a travel logistics manager?
Well, approximately since 2009, so approximately 16 years old.
16 years.
16 years.
Yeah. Huh. And I'm curious now that you have, so this is what you do full time is your business, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are some of the main functions of your daily work? Like what do you do on a day-to-day basis?
Um, in the daily basics, the most risk is the operation from the car, from the vehicle.
Yeah.
Because, for example, you need to be careful if you don't have a diesel, or if you have some mechanic problem, or
Hmm.
if you have some health uh, from the driver. The driver needs to be very physical, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to think in all that small things.
Yeah. Yeah, of
So
course.
every day I need to give to the each driver with each vehicle the reservation. So the package, we call it package. For example,
Mhm.
pick it up from the airport, going to the road to Sacred Valley, doing Sacred Valley, doing the hotel in Sacred Valley, coming back from the station, um, keeping the luggage and put in the store, then your city tour, and then going out. So this we call a package. We need
Yeah.
to exactly the vehicle prepared already, and with the, we can say, the proper driver.
Yeah.
Always there are, we can say, there are a better driver than another one. But we try to be, we try to improve all time with the standard, but we need to take care about it. So they need to be very preventive. They need to know the contingency strategic, and needs to be healthy all time.
Yeah, of course. And that makes sense because these drivers, for the context for people who are listening to this who aren't familiar with Peru, not only are these people doing city driving and picking you up from the airport, and maybe your flight gets delayed, and now that's another layer of complications on top. But these people are also driving all day through the mountains on dangerous terrains and things like that. So they really have to know where they're going, and some of these people may have tours or other things that they need to be on time for. So it's a very, uh, would you say it's a very difficult uh, aspect of the industry that you're in is the transportation logistics?
Exactly, Michael. Because if something happens in the road, you need to think about already one day before, what happened if tomorrow I am going to the station because the passenger needs to be in the station and something happens with the car or with the driver. So you need to be another car and another driver ready
Yeah.
all time. And yeah, it's, you know, the human is the most important thing in, I think so, in everything, but in any organization is one of the most important thing, the human people, the it needs to be, you know, it needs to be part of your organization.
Yeah. Yeah, the face-to-face contact directly with the traveler, the customer, that's really the experience that they're going to take away from it.
Exactly. I don't want to, I forgot that word. You know, we are not the best in Peru, but I see in another place comparing in Peru, we have a good service, have a
Yeah.
good service from the people and also from the technician staff.
Yeah, of course. And I have used your services before too, and I can say, yeah, they're great. They're great. It's
Yeah, I try to do it my best because I don't usually drive every day.
yeah,
I used to make a reservation with my drivers with the name is William or maybe David, who's they're good guys, no?
yeah, yeah, of course. So is there we kind of talked about the difficult things of your work. So the transportation logistics and getting people on time and managing your workers and managing, your resources too, your vehicles and things like that. What are some of the things that you actually really like about the work that you do?
So if things that I like, you said, um,
Yeah.
well, I like to I like to be very, I don't know. I don't want to be I don't want to say perfectionist, but I want to fix all the package of the travel package fits to each client and needs to be feel not just only happy, but they need to feel a different experience. They need to rest, or maybe they don't need to wake up very early uh, and needs to be worried about what happened if I lost something, and then what happened if I lost my airplane to coming back to my country. So you need to think about all these tiny problems that makes big problem after that. So
Yeah.
I need to prepare very properly all the package, all the reservations.
Yeah, of course. And that's very difficult to do, but I assume you really enjoy that because you get to work directly with people and tailor their trip to them. Because I know for my trip, we were very busy every day, but that was what we wanted. We wanted to see as much as we can. But for some people, maybe it's a family or older people and they just want to relax a little more. So there's a lot of things you have to take into account, I guess, for that.
Yes, Michael. So it's important your question, very important. You know why? Um, while I was working, also I got a second job, like a transfer. I don't know. It's the transfer is the people who wait for the passengers in the airport, and sometimes they driver also. Sometimes they are accompanied to the station.
Mhm.
But while I was working in the hotel, I meet with every cases. For example, I meet with a girl that has maybe 65 years old, and she was worried about to be sometimes alone, and she needs to feel open the window and see the mountains. He was her dream,
Yeah. Yeah.
and nobody knows that she used to use appeals. I don't know, for any kind of sickness. But you need to know that. You need to
Hmm.
know that because it's not just, okay, take the car and go over there and over there. And what about the person? What about the
Yeah.
person? You need to see what is the experience that they are expecting. Okay,
Yeah.
because he already bought his ticket, he already arrived here, but what else?
Yeah.
What else? What else?
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways that you can experience travel, and it's going to vary greatly from person to person, and that's kind of where your focus is, correct? Is tailoring the experience to the client.
Yes. That's why in our package, sometimes in the comments, we can say, okay, today, that for example, as soon they arrive, the next day is the birthday from that passenger, or their marriage already, or some details
Yeah.
that also the guides and the driver needs to know.
Yeah, yeah, like yeah, anniversaries, birthdays, those are big events, and that may be the reason why they're traveling. So that would make them feel very special if you include something related to that. That's very important.
Yes,
I
yes,
see.
yes.
So I'm curious about sort of the packages that you offer and how you go about that. Do you work with the local communities in Peru? And how does tourism impact the towns and villages or cities in Peru?
Yes, we work in that. We call it experiential tourism. I don't know. I'll explain you.
Hmm.
For example, we take the people to, for example, Wiyok or Patacancha communities.
Yeah.
They're ancient people, they're very native people, and they used to have their own culture, own habits. They already organize. They already organize because they know also the tourist industry many years ago that so you cannot go every day. There is not allow, but you can go 2 3 times per week.
Yeah.
And you know there is effect. Yes, there is effect because you break their schedule time because they need to go to the agricultural uh, duties and something like that.
Hmm.
That also when the tourists and our companies arrive, we also take care of the childs with their education because we collected books, we collected any library or bookstore, uh, and we take care of about the childs, in
Yeah.
December, in July, um, and August, for example, or October. Yeah. So we try to do that.
Yeah, yeah, that's really awesome. I know there is a lot of communities in Peru that are in more remote, excuse me, in more remote locations, and I think that's awesome that you guys get to help them, but also for people like me and other travelers that want to see these things that we have never seen in our life, these communities and these people who are native to the area. That's really cool that you guys get to work with them and you know work
Exactly.
things out so that way we can see that.
Exactly. For example, they share their time and also they share their habit culture. For example, in the textiles,
Yes, that's a huge thing.
they show us. Also, we organize the groups and we learn it, and all the passengers learned about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do I on my trip, I do remember there was a couple of times, but I remember specifically in oh man, what's the town?
Maybe Ollantaytambo, that used to be
Ollantaytambo, I remember that. Then there's also Mountain Town.
Chincheros is another town.
Chinchero,
I,
Chinchero.
yeah,
It's
Chinchero. Yeah,
Chinchero. And I remember, I do remember her name was Risa. and she was showing us around their textiles. Yeah, I remember that, and that was very neat. And there was also another experience that I had when we were uh, on the first day, and we also got to see stopped at a shop that was all Peruvian made ponchos and things like that. And I actually ended up getting my poncho there, which still have and absolutely love. So yeah, textiles are a huge thing, and that's um, one of the for people who don't know, that's one of the first things you'll notice is super colorful textiles in Peru, especially in traditional clothing and more remote locations. So,
Yeah. I want
mhm,
to say, Michael, so the tourist industry is very important for
mhm,
each country, even more than with more historical or cultural places. Uh, that we need to try to add value to that skills, specific skills from that people.
yeah,
The textiles and the culinary and the hand pulp, many things. We need
yeah,
to add value to that people to be, because in that time we don't know if something happened with the tourist industry, maybe another COVID time, political problems. So they need to be ready to learn another things.
yeah, yeah. It's important for them to be educated as well in other aspects. I see. Yeah, that's interesting. That is what you help, especially with their children, is their education.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You take out my best idea.
yeah. That's
Yes,
good. That's awesome.
yes.
Well, I wanna ask you because as a foreigner to Peru, I know how I feel about Peru, and part of that is mystic and very great interest in the culture and good food and the mountains and lots of fun things to do. But why do you believe people should travel to Peru? And what's so wonderful about this country? Why does it attract you and other adventurers?
Right. So the people are motivated from different ideas. Uh, if we can say it, here in Peru, there are many people, we can say many tourists
Mhm.
that like to travel to Peru to know the cultural and historical.
Yeah,
And also they want to know, it's a different people, they want to know how the people lived.
yeah,
And the other one, maybe there is a special, we gonna say it's special, that they want to see there is a special tourism. There is a bird, a bird tourism. Because in Peru there is a many types of birds, and they need to travel to close to the jungle. We call eye brown of the jungle. It's
yeah,
close to the jungle and also to the jungle. And they pass maybe 20 or 25 days seeing the birds with the special guides, bird guides.
that's so cool.
Uh-huh. And so the motivation is cultural, historical, vacation, and something special like the birds, no?
Yeah,
And well, yeah, that's the motivation. That's why the people come here. And
mhm.
also our geography makes maybe special because we have three regions.
Very special. Yeah,
Yes, so coast, sierra, and jungle, and into our geography are eight most regions. So there are many regions.
yeah,
It's kind of out from the altitude and the latitude. That's
hmm,
why it forms different geographic sites.
yeah, yeah. That's one of the things about Peru that's very interesting, especially when and I only saw a very small portion of it, but there is beaches and there's jungles. There's the lip of the Amazon rainforest, which is basically where Machu Picchu is, and then there's also the mountainous regions. And I think that makes a very unique lifestyle, not only for people who may live in those specific locations, but also the people that lived there before us that traveled through there, and the Inca Trail that stretches all the way through South America. A good portion of that is in Peru. And I know that people can also do the Inca Trail tour and hike for 4 days to Machu Picchu. So that's a very interesting perspective on, the things that Peru has to offer. So I'm also curious, what is your favorite part of Peru? And what kind of places do you think people should visit beyond Machu Picchu? Because I know for me, the first thing that I thought of when we decided to go to Peru is we have to go to Machu Picchu. But there's a lot of other impressive things there. So what are some of the ones that you think people should seek out?
Oh, well, you know, Peru is marked from we can say a period. I want to try to explain you, telling you about the periods of pre-Inca and Inca culture.
Mhm.
So pre-Inca means like a Chan Chan places,
Yeah,
or Chan Chan sightings is located in the north of Lima,
before Incas.
exactly before
Yeah,
it.
the culture, that's the tribe that existed before the Incas.
Exactly, exactly. And then the contrast, just already when the Incas fought or the Spaniard people colonized our territory, is special because Ayacucho is the city between Lima and Cusco.
Mhm.
And you saw already the main square in Cusco. There is a huge cathedral.
Yes.
And also between Lima and Cusco, there are roads with a huge sightings, with a huge uh, cathedrals,
Yeah.
doing through the Inca roads or the Camino Incas, and in the top also from the Inca walls. So it's not selling, almost nobody knows, and it's special to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, the agriculture, or not agriculture, the architecture is very unique. Yeah, because a lot of the places in Peru were originally Inca structures or Inca cities like Cusco, and then the Spaniards literally built on top of them. So, like you said, some of the temples or sorry, not temples, churches, now churches, were built on top of Inca sites, and that's what you think is one of the most unique things to see there.
Yes, what I am mentioned, because everybody knows that uh, the important city of the capital, Lima and Cusco, they are
Mhm.
important. Yes, everybody knows. But if you go another places, they're really important, and you get
Yeah,
impressed because you say, "I never see it. I never see it in the marketing in the tourist industry. Even I didn't see in a documentary." And you say, "What was that?" No, it's
yeah.
very interesting also.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the Incas were only around for a couple hundred years, but they built so many different structures, just tons and tons of structures, correct? All throughout Peru.
Exactly, exactly. All around Peru. Well, uh, we can say that the Chancas culture was the enemy from the Incas.
Mhm.
They have a little bit a different style of architecture.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Chancas, I think I accidentally called them Chancas. Uh yes, they are also Quechua speaking, which is the language that people still speak today too. That's also another thing is that a lot of people
They
still
were
speak.
they were the rebels.
The rebels.
Yes,
Sorry, I meant to say Chancas. Yeah. And yeah, their architecture, like, you said it's different, but there is a lot of different sites in Peru, so many so that some of them are unmarked, right? There's a lot of unmarked sites that you
Many
just
of
drive
them,
through the countryside and you see ledges on mountains that were used for agriculture.
many of them, many of them. That's what I talked to you about. If you travel to Lima, Ayacucho, and then through the road to Cusco, you pass to very unmarked places.
Yeah, yeah. And it's perfect for people who are looking for that kind of adventure to seek out things that are kind of unmarked. It makes you feel, I don't know, kind of like Indiana Jones, I guess, a little bit.
That's why, exactly. That's
Yeah,
why. That's why.
I
That's
see.
why.
So, what is your most memorable experience? Sorry, what is your most memorable experience that you've had with a client in your life or in your business?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I have a many, Michael, but I
Hmm.
want to. I want to. I remember that I was with it was two Germans.
Hmm.
They, most of them were the German people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some couples with French or something like that.
Yeah.
They got impressed with everything, everything. They got the camera and they were all time filming, even the road, even the the big stone, everything. He got
Yeah.
he got very emotional. He liked it and start a festivity next to Chinchero town.
Yeah.
They feel so happy that I say, please, we need to be together all time. We were six. We were six. So with me, seven.
Yeah.
So they were like 65, 75 years old. They are old people. You need to take care of them. You need to
Yeah.
take care of them.
Yeah.
But they get happy. They get impressed that a couple of passengers lost it not because they walk to the right to the left. They get involved into the festivity because
Yeah.
in the festivity they are dancing. They get involved. They get
Yeah.
involved.
Is that
So
the Inti
I
Raymi
was
Festival?
afraid. Yes, kind of like that. Yes,
Gotcha.
yes, yeah. I was afraid because I need to take care if they are not falling. No, they don't lose
Yeah.
the camera. So,
Yeah.
but I saw through my eyes the people get emotional and enjoy their vacation in a different way. They were very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, many. Yeah, yeah. But that was my experience.
Yeah. I completely understand that. And I think having been to Peru, I understand why those people felt that way. There's an immense amount of things to see and do in the country that are just nothing exists like it anywhere else in the world. And it's funny. I think in a few days here it will be uh, from the time of this recording, almost since a year since we were in Peru. And looking back at the pictures and things like that, I remember how immensely impacted I was and the level of tranquility that I felt going through the mountains. And I do remember getting a little emotional the last day as well because I had been spending a week with my friends in such a awesome place. So yeah,
Yes,
I totally understand, especially with the festival and experiencing that, um, why someone would be so emotional or so getting lost literally in the enjoyment of being there. So
yes. It's part also. You need to understand to the people because it's part of their expect to feel when they travel far away from their
yeah,
country.
yeah. I think it was definitely, at least for me, the emotions that I felt when I was like sad or feeling a little off the last day. Definitely wasn't because I was missing home, but because I knew I had to leave soon, and I feel like there was still so much for me to explore. And I think that's a really good feeling, um, especially this being my first time out of the country, technically, besides Canada. My first time being out of the country, that's a really important aspect of the travel is like, how do you remember it? Not just what you did there, but how do you remember it? Um, and for me, like it was amazing. That's how I remember it. So
Yes,
yeah,
you need to coming back to see that unmarked sightings, and
yes,
also maybe you can take a short or 2 or 4 days of Inca Trail that you like it.
yeah. The Inca Trail is definitely something that I would love to do, and that's very intense though. That's a very intense hike for 4 days straight. But yeah, there's so many things that I still need to see. I'm trying to remember there's like a really big lake that I would like to visit there. And then there's also the desert oasis one where it's the
Uh,
sand dunes.
Huacachina
Yeah,
is
Wakachina.
close to the Ica. Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely another place. Joquiquirao, I think, is another one.
you need to go there because it's another Machu Picchu. We cannot compare, but it's a kind of different. It's far away, but it's very interesting and a good experience to walk
Yeah,
through there. Yeah.
I've heard it's very far away, but I've heard that it's almost more impressive than Machu Picchu.
Yes, because you see a very beautiful landscape. So they are in the middle of the huge mountain, and you can't believe it how they build it.
Yeah, yeah, of course. That was the first thing when I looked at my notes on my phone because I had some things written down, and Choqquequirao was actually one of the
Yeah.
places that I was like, next time I go there, I have to go there.
Yes,
Um, oh, and I just looked, Lake Titicaca was another one that I forgot about.
exactly,
That's another good one.
exactly. I don't, try to coming back also with your friends that you came
Oh
because
yeah.
it's very nice to share it.
Oh,
Very
of
nice,
course. It's
very
so
nice,
awesome
very
to
nice.
be able to
Yeah.
reminisce with friends on this trip.
Yes.
We will be right back. And now, a quick word for our sponsors. As a martial artist, our philosophy and way of life goes beyond the walls of where we train. As an artist of life, self expression is the name of the game. What better way to express your style than with streetwear that tells others who's in town? Master artist and calligrapher Yasuko, owner of Dragon Ika Calligraphy Art, has everything you need. Whether it's hand painted calligraphy shirts, custom made Japanese calligraphy necklaces, artistic drinkware, or seasonal specials, Dragon Ika has everything you need to express your appreciation for life and art. Support your local business and check out Dragon Ika Calligraphy Art on Instagram at dragon_ika or visit their website at www.dragonika.com. That's Ika spelled IKKA. Use code NEWHUMAN10 to get 10% off all merchandise. Alright, listen. I'm a dude with long hair, and I can't hide my secret any longer. For years, I've struggled with finding the right products for my hair. I've always wanted a long flowing mane, but I just wanted it to look good and healthy. Well, I finally found the perfect thing. I started using Viore shampoo and conditioner bars about 2 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. They have a plethora of products for different hair types, which for me may change depending on the season. Another thing I love about their products is that they use all natural ingredients, rice water being the main ingredient, and they avoid using sulfates and plastics in their products. Viore has partnered with the Red Yao tribe of the Longsheng River area in China to bring sustainable and unique products to the market. I highly recommend that you, male or female, check out their unique products and designs on their website at www.viore.com. That's Viore spelled VIORI. Use code SWIGERTSTRONG at checkout to get 10% off your order. And now back to the show. So, do you plan to grow your business and how do you plan to?
Yes, I have a plan to grow it eh, because it's part of the business, um, especially especially in a business industry. You need to have something. You need to know people outside from your country, maybe in Spain, United States, that needs to connect with you and grow this in the same industry. If I want to grow in another industry, I need to just start, just
Yeah,
start. That's one I want to say. I want to diversify to grow in that.
I see. So you want to branch out a little bit and do maybe some other businesses as well. What kind of businesses do you want to branch out into? Do you still want to remain in the travel industry?
Yeah, you mean I want to diversify in another business? Yes,
Okay. A business still within the travel industry or something outside of that?
something else, something else.
Oh,
I am very interesting to the health. I very interesting to the uh, hydrat hydrate
yeah.
beverage. So it's connecting with the health. It's connected with the health. Mhm.
I see. So potentially something to do with maybe nutritional beverages or supplements?
Exactly, exactly.
Oh, that's very interesting. Well,
It's very interesting. Yes,
yeah,
I feel that many people wants to hydrate, and when they don't have it, uh, a solution, or if they find it, for example, many many products in the drugstore or in the market, they are not too cheap. They
yeah,
are expensive. So
yeah.
I want to give them another solution. Maybe less price, but you need to know about the biologists
Yeah.
part of that.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's cool that you want to branch out into something extremely new. I do know that fitness and health has is something that you're interested in. I know you do a lot of running and aerobic fitness. But yeah, that's cool that you want to get into that. Have you done anything yet to move into that industry?
Yes, yes. I collected the I tasted and I
Mhm.
collected and I tried the all that beverage and I feel the result. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
works. Some of them very works. You feel it. You
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah, of course. Do you think you would work with people internationally, or are you trying to work specifically in Peru for that?
No, uh, right now, Michael, you need to have a connection with another people
Yeah,
because sometimes you need to be immersed and you need to be in another big, huge market.
yeah, yeah, of course. I see. Well, if there's anything that I can help you with, given that I have a nutrition background, if there's anything I can help you with, just let me know.
Okay, thank you. Because yeah, that must to be very interesting to see because yeah, United States, I want to. So you are asking me. I want to ask you something.
Yeah,
It's a curious. Maybe it's not that true, but I feel it. So the competitive product in
mhm,
United States are very high quality,
yeah,
but those products are made from the companies, and that company is organized by people. What do you think that the American products are very competitive? Why they do very innovative, competitive especially,
mhm.
and very fast?
Yeah. Yeah, very fast. Oh, why are they?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think what it boils down to is obviously the source of the business is to make money and generate revenue. But I think that also the reason why they develop and change their product is to keep up with the times, to develop to new things that people like, the tastes and the things that people want, the things that may be trending or something like that. Um, like the flavors in America are a little bit different than flavors that people in maybe South America prefer, which personally I prefer probably some of those flavors as well. But having said that, um, I think that a lot of it is like people want to grow and uh, learn new things and try new things, and I think that's a big part of why people own businesses and try to develop new products. Obviously, a big part of that is definitely making money, and when you get into talking about large corporations, that is mostly what they focus on, sometimes to the detriment of a lot of times to the detriment of their employees. um, but as far as like, people creating new products and people who care about the businesses that they have, I think it's because not only do they want to make money and learn and create new things, but I think it's also from the innate desire possibly to help people, to give people something new that they can try. I don't know.
Yes,
That's just what I can think.
perfect. You say very important thing, that very, very important word that you said, they adapt to the people and they adapt to the time
Yes.
and past. That's why. That's why. Very good. Very good. Very interesting. Very
I see.
interesting.
So do you have any other big plans in your life or for your business that you want to share?
Yeah, for the moment, don't lose my position in the market,
Mhm.
because there are many competitors, but don't lose it and have a vision. And also, like you say, I need to adapt my vision maybe to don't lose the next years.
Yeah.
And this is the first one. And the second one, I plans
Plans
to grow the business
to
and
grow the
diversify
business. Gotcha.
and diversify the business also.
Gotcha. You know, I think, yeah, definitely, keeping up with the times, using, I see a lot of things on social media as well. I think social media is a great tool for marketing. Um, but, also the nutritional beverage isn't, it's a pretty good idea considering a lot of people, when they go to Peru, you know, have issues with altitude sickness and end up usually needing some sort of hydration beverage. So I see where you're coming from with that. That's pretty smart. That's a
Yes,
smart
yes,
idea.
very competitive and very high volume produce industry, but the market needs.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's a market for it and it's something you're passionate about, go right ahead and give it a shot.
Yes.
Um, so I have two more questions for you. I was
Sure.
curious, what is one piece of advice that you would like to give to people listening today? Or do you have some sort of life motto that you live by?
Yes, yes. You know, um, well, that I have some. I wrote some of that. That it's part of the life to be in every situation,
Hmm.
but you need to rest and keep going. But because everybody needs to, it's looking for a success, is looking for a build something, and there
Yeah.
is something very interesting that I wrote. This is from Abraham Lincoln, I think so.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. This is, let's say, the best way to predict the future is to create it.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. And so you will not fail it many times,
Mhm.
but you need to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you something. It's not a secret, but I share to you because I
Mhm.
trust you.
Yeah.
Um, I think that you're a good guy. That's what I want to share with you. And
Thank you.
in my mind, all time I saw that two pair of boots walking, walking ahead, and you need to keep going ahead. There is
Yeah.
no way to go back. You can rest. You can rest, but
Yeah.
you need to go ahead, right?
Mhm.
But that's why also I heard Churchill's phrases that say, so you can fail and fail and fail and again, but don't lose the motivation.
Yes.
You need to be and don't lose your enthusiasm. Well, motivation and enthusiasm is different, but you can
Enthusiasm.
fail.
Yeah.
You can fail every day. You can fail it, but if you are happy, if you are enthusiastic to be keep going,
Mhm.
so you will enjoy it.
Yeah.
You will enjoy it. So
Yeah. That's a really good piece of advice. If
yeah,
you create the future. Yeah. The best way to predict the future is to create the future. I like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
And to
So
always keep moving forward. That's nice.
yes, yes, yes. Yes. Well, everybody, I see many people. So it's very good to see here in Peru that the people is finding, created their jobs, fighting for their life.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. That is pretty neat. Very, very driven group of people.
Exactly. Mhm.
So, my last question for you today is for anyone who's interested in going and doing some traveling in Peru or, looking for a specific trip or something in your neck of the woods, where can people go to find out more information about what you do or get in contact with you?
With me, well, I told you that also I work with the clients,
Hmm.
and it's important. I know that I need to show my brand to the world.
Yeah.
I am working in that process, but it's interesting to give you my email because the people write to me what exactly needs to have it,
Yeah.
and I produce that service together.
Gotcha.
So it's my email is the most closest way to have, and my WhatsApp name, my
Hmm.
WhatsApp number. So if I can tell you, my email is like Camino Imperial hotmail.com, @hotmail.com, no?
Gotcha. Camino Imperia at hotmail.com.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or
Okay.
or my WhatsApp number. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to share that on this. We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
give that to people specifically if they need. Yeah.
But as soon I gonna share to you my website and my all social media related with the business.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I will definitely, for anyone who reaches out to me, I will send them your way as well. But just wanted to make sure and, see if there's a way that people can contact you directly from this episode. So,
They are very welcome. They are very welcome, and they need to feel that they will be saved. And sure,
yeah. I know I felt safe and comfortable. And for everyone who's listening, 100% recommend your services. Had a great time, and yeah, can't recommend it enough. Everybody should go to Peru at least once.
perfect. So very good, very good, very interesting questions for you,
Yeah,
and very very structured, very produced.
thank you. Well, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you too much. Thank you too much. So you are welcome for everything, for anything also, Michael. So
Sweet. Thank you.
So send the greetings to your friends. Don't forget it. I have in the WhatsApp, but if I send you the greetings from you, it will be very good.
Will do.
Right. So see you next time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here.
My guest today was Hugo Bonett. If you would like to learn more about Hugo's work or get some professional help in planning your next trip to the wonderful mystic landmarks of Peru, please reach out to me or Hugo for more information. For more exciting interviews with people from all over the globe, tune in once a month to Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts and look up the New Human Project podcast. Follow us here and on Instagram at TNHP_podcast. For updates, content releases, free resources, or everything TNHP, subscribe to the TNHP Updates mailing list. Details for subscription available on Instagram. I am your host, Michael Swigert, and I thank you for joining me today on the New Human Project podcast.